Anila Singh makes the point, look at what happened in past dispensations, look at what happened in the 5 years of the Samajwadi Party government rule in Uttar Pradesh. You have to look at A, electoral validation, she says, B, net law and order is coming down, there is fear of the police, and yes, there are incidents, but those are isolated incidents, she argues. Supriya.
I mean, this doesn't cut ice with me is all I will say. I mean, what isolated incidents is she talking about? Look at the kind of gruesome crimes that are happening in Uttar Pradesh. And there are only two words to describe this, Rahul, and I don't want to sound as if I'm only criticizing this government. There are only two words, and those two words are political patronage. You pick up crime after crime. You either have a BJP leader involved, or there is political patronage given to the accused. You look at Kuldeep Singh Sengar, you look at Chinmayaland, you look at what was happening with a certain minister in the UP government and what happened in the Kanpur criminal case. I mean, you know, Kailash Vijay Varghya is their vice president nationally, and he has said, Yogi ji ke raaj mein to gaadiyan kabhi bhi palat jati hain. That's how brazen governance or misgovernance, shall I say, is in Uttar Pradesh. Because there is political patronage, it emboldens people to carry out the crime that they're doing. I'm not in the least surprised this guy thought he can shoot a man dead and walk away with it. That's exactly what's happening in Uttar Pradesh. And let's not keep talking about one government versus the other. You are in government now. You have a majority. People have shown you their support and their faith. Let's live up to that faith instead of living in denial, Ms. Singh.
Anila Singh.
Rahul, can I? Yes, please. Thank you so much. You know, just now I heard Supriya ji, and you know, he was talking so bad about Uttar Pradesh. She was talking so bad about Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Supriya ji, Uttar Pradesh itna kharab nahi hai, yahan ke log bhi itne kharab nahi hain. So you're talking especially about crime against women. So I have to remind you, if I talk about top 5 districts which have highest crimes against women, Uttar Pradesh, any district doesn't comes in those top 5. If I talk about crime against, if I talk about the state-wise rape figures, then again Uttar Pradesh is not at the top level. I do not want to get into it. I just have to say here that graphics which are being shown on this channel as well, that shows, that proves that crime has reduced under Yogi Adityanath ji, and that is the fact, that is the reality.
Here's the question I have for Vikram Singh. You know, a certain kind of crime done by a certain kind of criminal, you can argue has indeed come down. But what we are seeing is another kind of crime done by another kind of criminal with another kind of patronage that seems to be increasing. Is that a fair assessment? How should we be dealing with that? What should the government in the state be doing?
Rahul, I think we have a tendency to do the statistic the way it suits us. Statistical correlation must go side by side with public satisfaction. My statistics, if they go to prove a point and the public satisfaction is missing, then my statistics prove nothing. I would like to just give you one statistics. Is the conviction rate going up or going down? It is going down, and if it is going down, it is a matter of concern for all of us. We are all citizens of Uttar Pradesh, and we know that it is a horrific situation if the conviction rate is not going, is increasing day by day. Even in rape cases, it is well below 27%. In other heinous offences, it's even worse. So to talk about the conviction rate is the acid test of what policing and what prosecution is all about. And I would say one last response about the police reaction there. The police, had they been professional, they knew that the right of private defense, in the extent that a person is killing someone, they should have known that they could have shot him dead there, shooting in between the eyes or on the third button. But they were absolute lame ducks, absolutely in a state of stupefaction. And this is the worst possible sign that the police...
I'll let the former DG have the last word. For the time being, Mr. Vikram Singh, Ghanshyam Tiwari, Supriya Shrinate, Anila Singh, for joining me on the broadcast. Thank you very much.